We are here in Berlin with the new Opel Astra Electric. If you're watching this in the UK, you're going to be calling that the Vauxhall Astra Electric. Would have seen this last year when it launched, the exact same design, when we had the petrol, the diesel and the plug-in hybrid. But the all-electric version we would have seen originally in Brussels at the motor show in January of 2023. The Opel Astra holds a place in my heart because it came out the same year that I was born in 1980. This is the 8th generation Astra, and in this segment for Opel it's the 12th car because you would have had cadets in there as well. Stylistically, I really like it, and it's great to see a C-segment hatchback in all-electric. It can't be all SUVs. Design-wise, you've got that Opel Compass design, which is the north, south, east, west, and across that visor grille, all in black. And actually very little difference between this and the combustion engine siblings, whereas you still have the slots in the grille that haven't blanked them out. All models, and I think they're going to come in 2 trims, will have LED lights front and rear, and you can upgrade that to the Lux pixelated 168 between the 2 headlights, just for more visibility. Underneath then you've got some more actual proper cooling for the battery, and you've got your radar sensors, etc. So glass black is the colour of the day. I love the little fog lights design down here. Reminds me of the Polestar 2 kind of design side of things. But overall the front, I really like it. There is no storage in underneath the front, based on that, because that multi-fuel platform, it is a front wheel drive. Another way that you'll start to see the differences between this and the combustion engine versions is the specific 18-inch wheels alloys for the electric version. So a bit more aero, 2-tone glass black roof, glass black wing mirrors with indicators built in, and they are retractable. Really nice creases on it. Full body coloured door bumper, full body coloured handles, no plastic cladding at all. A real touch of class. Beak pillar is in that gloss black as well. Nice design. Let's have a look around the back. Round of the back of the Astra Electric, you've got your gloss black shark fin aerial, you've got that nice little spoiler. Probably my favourite design element, definitely one of them, is this vertical high-level brake light, very Formula 1 inspired. Got some nice cowling either side, tinted windows in the rear, you've got that wiper, everybody loves a wiper, you've got those LED brake lights and indicators, Opel badge in gloss black with that Astra spelled out, and then when you open it, it is the actual logo, nice little lugs either side of the Astra. About 350 odd litres in the boot, so same size as the PHEV, 60-40 split with a ski hatch. You've got LED light, you've got coat hoops, and you've got a small little subfloor in underneath there that you probably could squeeze the cable into. So not bad, small bit lower than its rival in the ID3, but decent enough to be quite honest. Nice partial shelf there as well. Bit of glass black in underneath. That is the exterior of the Astra Electric. Let's have a look on the inside. Charging the Astra Electric, and on AC you've got a standard of 11 kilowatts, which is really good to see. Starts to utilise the public charging network that we have on 3-phase, and also commercial charging. So if you've got chargers at the office, they should be able to give you 11 kilowatts. The battery underneath is a upgraded 54 kilowatt hour battery with around about 51 of that usable, and on DC, like across all the Stellantis electric models, it's 100 kilowatts on DC, so you'll go from 10 to 80% in around 30 minutes. So decent charging speeds, perfect for the likes of Ireland or the UK, where we don't have a lot of super fast chargers, and the battery size is decent as well. Inside the Opel Astra Electric, and it's a nice design mix. I really like it. Some nice fabrics. There is some scratchy plastics, don't get me wrong. You have your adjuster for your wing mirrors, and you also have your controls for your 4 electric windows and the ability to lock. Not a bad sized door pocket as well. Steering wheel is beautiful. Again, probably one of the elements I like about the Astra Electric. It has that nice third spoke that's highlighted in silver. Not touch buttons, proper physical buttons. They're in gloss black, so there will be an element of finger printing going on. Start stop button, and you've got that pure panel 2 10.3 inch screens. The driver infotainment screen is absolutely probably one of the best because it's nice and clear. You know exactly what's going on. Over on the infotainment screen, it's a big step up from the original Opels that we would have had with the Mach-E's, etc. So it's very much starting to be built on very similar to a mobile phone, because you've got an application drawer, you've got this transition period. What I like about it is you have physical buttons for temperature, dual zone, you have the fan speed, automatic air conditioning, a physical button for volume on and off, and then on the electric model you have heated seats, heated steering wheel, home buttons, so everything's very laid out nice and well, even a place to rest your fingers when you're actually utilizing that touch screen. In underneath then you've got a little storage compartment, probably like for sunglasses, probably a holder. Then you've got a little roll back, 12 volt, couple of charging points, and a very fast USB charging point, and an actually fairly decent little cubby hole in underneath. You've got the Stellantis switchgear with the reverse park neutral drive, and that different drive modes which are eco, normal and sport with the electronic handbrake. Some cup holders again that can be covered off, so everything can be very discreet if you need it to be. Another little cubby back here, and then you've got that butterfly door cubby, not the deepest, and because this is a multi-fuel platform, you haven't got the benefits of that transmission tunnel in underneath. Not a bad glove box, but it is a left-hand drive car, so they're usually bigger. When that flips over, we have the fuse box to contend with. The seats are AGR, which is like a German federation for back health accredited. This is the two-tone Alcantara with that probably vegan leather. It is a bit dark inside with that black headline, and don't get me wrong, head unit just has some lights and the SOS button. Nice frameless mirror. Visibility is actually not bad, and we'll talk about that when we're out and about. But overall, yeah, good. And I'm 6'2", 188 centimeters. Let's have a look in the back to see what it's like for me to fit in. In the back of the Astra Electric, it is fairly dark, like we talked about in the front with that black headlining, and pretty much everything is black. Seats wise, probably fit in. You definitely wouldn't fit 3 adults in the back unless they were very small adults, but I can get my feet in underneath. My knees are touching, so because of that not ground up EV, the space in the back isn't as optimized as it could be. You've got 2 vents in the back. You've got a little USB-C charging port, small little cubby hole. You have that transmission tunnel. 2 Isofix in the rear, there's none on the front, and you also have that armrest, 2 cup holders with that space for a mobile phone, and you have the ability of that ski hatch to come through as well. 3 headrests in the back. Headroom is good actually, but that leg room just not long enough to justify it. Let's take it out for a drive. What's it like driving the Astra Electric? And Opel did this with the Mach-E as well. It's one of the quietest cars I've ever driven, and it's just the acoustics, the glass, they've done acoustic glass, the seals around the doors, just not allowing any outside noise in, and the inside of the cabin, you can't hear a thing. Audio is actually fairly good, the radio, so visibility is good. The actual wing mirrors are a decent size. They're a funny kind of a shape, but I do like the shape of them. This has the head-up display, so that's nice and clear, and it also shows when you're braking, you're pressing your brake lights, or the brake lights are engaging if you've got regenerative braking on. Steering wheel's a lovely size. It's so nice to drive, and with those 18-inch alloys, suspension is nicely set up. It's firm but comfortable, is the way I'd put it. Rear visibility is good when that center headrest is down, and really 2 adults in the rear. If you've got somebody tall in the middle, their head is going to be blocking it anyway, but not bad. It has blind spot, lots of driver assists, and this is the first Opel that has the IntelliDrive 2.0, which is lane changing and also speed sign recognition and adaptation for climate or cruise control. So yeah, really nice. Seats are great, and with that AGR accreditation, and Opel always do comfortable seats. So lots of driver assist, like frontal collision warning, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping, lane centering, etc. And that head-up display, very visible, you can see what's going on. And then probably one of the nicest driver cluster I've had. You have 10.3 inches in behind that pure panel, and it is on the left-hand side, you've got whether you're going eco, power, so it's kind of like how efficiently you're driving. In the middle, then you can have a range of different things. You can have your radio displayed, how long the journey has been for odometer, and then so far for efficiency, and it's saying WLTP of 418 kilometers, and when I got in, that's what it showed, and it's saying efficiency across the WLTP cycle of something like 14.8, so 418 of a range, 14.8, and I'm getting, since I've been driving from the airport into Berlin and back to the airport again, around 13 now. Very urban driving, but this is motorway. We're at 80, 90, 100, depending on, down to 60, but I'm showing 13.1 kilometers per kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. And it's saying at 90% I have 384 kilometers worth of range. So that extra battery, and it is that jump up of nearly 6 kilowatt hours versus its sibling, the Corsa E, or no, Corsa Electric. The E moniker is gone, so it's Corsa Electric, Mach-E Electric, Astra Electric, and so it's no more. It's a Corsa E, Astra E. So it's going to be, they're going to say it out as to what it is. So that's very clear. The fully glazed Pure panel is, it's called the Pure Panel Pro. It's two 10-inch screens, and it's based on the Snapdragon cockpit platform from Qualcomm Technologies, which we've heard from mobile phones, etc. Heat pump is standard, which is great to see on it. They really went to pains to highlight the fact that this is a very light C-segment hatchback, and they reckon it's about 100 kgs lighter than its competitors. It's coming in around 1,679 kgs with the driver, and that weight is a huge factor when you're looking at range. So when you have a bigger battery than the Mach-E and the Corsa E, and you have a lighter vehicle in this C-segment hatchback, this weight difference is going to start making a huge difference. So efficiency, it's not very tall, so aerodynamics, etc. So it's great to see that they're thinking about it. 0 to 100 in 9.2 seconds, which isn't super fast, and a top speed of 170 kilometers an hour, which is probably 10 or 20 kilometers an hour more than some of its rivals. And it's just not for the Germans, but yeah, definitely on the autobahns, they definitely want their speed and the ability to go at high speeds, and also a sign of confidence in the actual vehicle that it can go that fast at that higher speed. Dimensions of the Opel Astra Electric are 4.374 millimeters long, so nearly 4.4 meters long by nearly 1.9 meters wide by 1.5 meters tall, and a wheelbase of 2.675. Boot capacity we've talked about already is 352 litres and 1,268 litres with the seats down. The Opel Astra has a 115 kilowatt motor giving 156 horsepower, and that returns 270 newton meters of maximum torque. As I said, when I was sitting outside in the stationary vehicle, I felt it was very dark inside, but actually there's plenty of glass in here, and it's a grey day here in Berlin. We're at 82 kilometers an hour now, and if I whisper, you can still hear me because it's very quiet. Yeah, nice. The elephant in the room for the Astra Electric is the price, and it is going to be going up against some tough competition from the incumbents, the Renault Meganes, the ID3s, etc. And then you've got the likes of Tesla with their Model 3, which is coming in around about the same price. It's tough. It is a tough one. Now, they've done a great job, very well fitted and finished. So smooth. But yeah, it's a tough one now for when consumers are making that decision. What I'm really excited about is the sports tour. So that extra space in that station wagon estate, electric estate, we're going to be getting that towards the end of 2023. This should also be probably hitting dealerships at the end of 23. And they're probably going to be a 24 car realistically, although there may be some on the road registered by the end of this year. Hopefully you've enjoyed my review of the Astra Electric. Make sure you've subscribed to the channel, hit the like button, leave a comment and let me know whether you like the Astra Electric. I think this is going to be one of the first English-speaking videos of driving it, so if this is the first time watching the channel, there's lots more content on here, everything from cars and vans, bikes and buses. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching.